Greetings, glorious gamers. This is Scarecrow119, and we're back for another game of SMITE. This time we've got Hercules in the solo lane. Now, this particular game was actually quite insane. It's probably one of the best Hercules games I've had in a long time, and we'll be able to see exactly why that is. So, Hercules recently got a buff where his number 2, the skill that actually knocks people into the air and brings them backwards to land basically at his feet, has been buffed, giving more damage. Now, I have to admit that's not something I tend to think makes much of a difference. It does make his damage output a little bit higher, but in the grand scheme of things, it works pretty much the same. You know, it might do a little bit of damage because that's the damage on his 2. I've went with the start of Bluestone Pendant. The reason for that is because his 1-2 combo is very effective on the wave, and his 1-2 combo also procs Bluestone Pendant twice, so that's an extra 80 damage basic on the wave, which is really handy for clearing it at the start. I've went into Meditation purely because giving Hercules more mana just gives him more life because of his 3. And then we've obviously got the pots. We'll be up against a Bellona in the solo lane today. And I find it quite interesting because although Hercules number 1 is Driving Strike, is a knockback, but it also counts as a stun. So you're able to use it for disrupting people's skills. So because most of the time Bellona's main clear is our bludgeoning strike, or bludgeon, where she spins her hammer up in a circle and hammers down. That actually can be disrupted mid swing, and we'll see that as well. So we've got a Hercules here. Clear the wave just by pulling him in and then dashing. I was actually trying to catch the Bellona there, but I just didn't quite catch her. So at this point I'm trying to tell Awielish that Mercury's on the way. I can't really go after them because I've got a wave here, but because Bellona went, I gave the wave a quick driving strike and I went round to help. Awielish is actually doing not too bad, 2 versus 1, so we start getting stuck in. I'm coming up beside. I use my meditation to give Awielish a little bit of help, and we managed to get the kill on the Bellona, but unfortunately the Hebo rotated and finished her off. Pull her in again, driving strike again. Unfortunately, I did driving strike away from the Poseidon, which I think was a little bit unfortunate. I probably should have twisted around, but I was really just trying to get the damage, and plus popped the Aegis, so that's fine. You can class that as a win for the first couple of minutes of the game. Because we driving strike the wave before we left lane, it means our lane has been ticking over itself. And I'm really just dancing around in lane. Okay, so we've got the lane advantage at this point because Hercules is such a good lane bully. Because the way his skills work, he is all about positioning. You know, you've got to position. If you grabbing someone with the 2 and then pushing them away again is a lot of damage, but it doesn't put you in a beneficial state to follow up. So there, I used the driving strike to push her out of our bludgeon, and that saved damage on me and pushed the wave out. Unfortunately, I didn't actually see the rotation from mid and the jungler, so I had to come back into here. I chased after the Hercules, pushed driving straight forward to get more in contact with him, and then used the pull for the kill. And then with I threw the boulder at him, but the Ymir had perfect timing, putting up his wall, and it got the bounce, and that was another kill. So I was kind of baiting out the Bellona here just to see if she'd come out because I wanted to get this wave anyway. I was thinking if I could get her to waste some skills on me, it would put her at a disadvantage. Driving strike through the bludgeon again, and then because they've got the wave here, I thought I'd just get in her face, just start boxing her. I've really got that much mana, and my skills aren't really that up, but I managed to get a bit of damage in. I used my meditation. The driving strike probably would have set up the kill there, but she used her Phoenix Rally right over the top of me, so it was kind of a mutual agreement that we're just going to disengage there. So I stick around, get the last clear in the wave, get my 7th skill point, and I'm just really focusing on and getting that driving strike maxed up as much as I can. I've got to be careful because when you're fighting as Hercules, you obviously want as much skill points into your 1, because that's most of your damage. But depending on how you're playing, you also want more damage. You also want more skill points in the 3 and his self heal. But I kind of wanted to keep up the lane pressure, so I went, and because the number 1 also gives me lane pressure and clear, I just kind of went with that. Right, so don't know where Bellona is, and the Ymir is also DC'd from the game. He has been having a bit of problems with the game, leaving and coming back. This particular time I wanted to clear the wave because I knew Bellona was back in lane, and I really just wanted to get I needed the mana, so I really just wanted to clear that jungle buff as quickly as I could and get back to lane. I didn't want the Bellona clearing her wave and coming back to check on me, because she probably could have taken my blue buff off me at that point. So I really just used my ultimate just to help clear the jungle camp. So I've managed to get a bit of damage on the tower, so I thought I'd try and go for a quick rotate here, but it was a little bit too late. There's a Ymir DC again. I think he might come back one more time before he's completely out of the game. So I'm rotating through because everybody's fighting here. Big damage on the Poseidon. Pushing out the Kumba. Leave the Kumba because I want to help the teammate. Then go after the Mercury. And there comes the Neath just in time. I actually got the kill for the Neath because I was the one that baited out his. Well, I think he really. I'm not too sure if he popped his Sanctuary purely because he saw there was a Neath ult on him, or the fact that I was there and the Neath ult, but. And he probably wasn't too sure how far away the Neath was, so he probably thought he would aegis it. But either way, that added pressure at that particular point just secured the kill for the Neath, which I'm not bothered about. I've already got 3 kills. So I've went into the Jotuns because cooldown great, a little bit of mana great, damage great, and penetration especially against a Bellona. Great. So I think that's the Ymir gone for the remainder of the game. Now at this point I'm thinking that although the Ymir is gone, we are still in a really good position. The only problem is that if we allow the enemy team to stall out the game, they'll get to the point where it's end game and our advantage will just completely evaporate. And because they've got a Mercury, because they've got a Hebo, because they've got a Hu Yi, they've got a really good end game comp, especially with the Hebo. So we've really just got to stay on. Finish up with the ultimate. And then I see the Kumba Karma. I know that the Mercury's behind me, so I just want to try and move. Driving strike through. The Mercury craps his pants and runs away. I'm pushing forward because I want to cut off the Kumba Karma. Driving the strike, I'm back into the wave. and then they just finish up with the clutch cracking. And that was a good rotate there from the Neath to secure the kill on the Mercury. Right, so at this particular point I'm trying to hit all the bases, I'm trying to get all the jungle camps, I'm trying to push out the lane as well. I'm rotating pretty well, all things considered. And instead of leveling up my number 2, I think, well, I've already got enough damage, but I'm going to get into the situation where I'm going to be in more and more team fights, so I really need that self-heal. So at this point, I'm feeling a bit good. So I'm thinking, right, I'm just going to box this Bellona, but she backs off, so we'll just clear the wave. The Kumba's behind me. Move forward out of the ult, swing round, do the driving strike. Just keep running away. Dance around the tower. That's the Kumbhakarna cut off. We need to clear this wave as well because that'll just allow him to get back out into the lane. So we obviously want to cut off any possible retreat. I'm standing here because I'm thinking that if he runs past me, I need to try and help. But because he's Kumbhakarna, they managed to get away. So I'm clearing the wave pretty easily now. I've got max the drive and strike. And thankfully, the team is also getting good kills as well. So, as you'll notice, the tower is down to half health and I've not even hit it once. I've just been clearing the wave and allowing the wave to push forward. And because the Bellona's not been in lane as much as she should, don't know where she's been, but not too bad with that. So it's got to the point where that tower's going to fall with one more full wave, and I'm going to get that. So I've got the boots, maxed out the boots, and then I'm actually thinking about going into Urchin because I've got a lot of damage with boots and Jotuns. I'm thinking that because the amount that I'm team fighting, we're going to be getting into the team fighting stage really quickly. And I think, right, if I get Urchins, that's going to set up for a really good mid game. If I can get that built and stacks built up, that'll get a really good mid game where I'm going to be really hard to kill. I'm going to have a decent amount of damage because I'm fed. So we send in that wave to our tower, we leave it alone because we know it's going to fall, and we rotate into mid. The Mercury's just pushed himself out, driving strike through the Bellona to stop her bludgeon. I'm standing in front of the Kumbhakarna and the Bellona, and there's that double kill with the ultimate. The Neath ult comes in, and the super unnecessary Kraken. So that was a double kill. That was 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm alright with that. So I was standing there because I was going to cut off the Kumbhakarna retreat, but he just kind of decided to stand in front of the Poseidon. So I think, right, we'll have to go round. So we're chasing after him, get the driving strike, try and come round the side to block off his exit, but luckily the Poseidon followed up and got the kill. So at this point, what I'm trying to do is, I know that we're in a deficit because the Ymir's gone. We're 1 man down, but also the amount of CC that Ymir generates, the amount of control that he gets, he allows us to lock down the Hebo and the Mercury. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to stand in front of the enemy to try and block off and help even up the odds. The double bounce. The bounce on the Huyi, and we'll follow up with a driving strike. Now I know I'm not going to be able to kill here, but what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to push up, stand in front of them. Hopefully the Neath follows up so we can try and get some damage on this tower. Karma rotates, so we've got to try and get hit in his face to try and protect the Neath. But unfortunately the Mercury was there with the ultimate. We're a little bit outnumbered here, so I'm just trying to push forward, try to help with the Poseidon. He lets off his Kraken before he dies, which is fantastic, and allows us to make the cleanup. And the driving strike for the win, and then that's the surrender. So we managed to get, what, 3 or 4 stacks on the Urchin, so that was building up really well. But as you can see, we were super fed and we were keeping up the pressure because we knew, well, I knew that if it got to the late game, we were done. So we had to, because a lot of teams, when you're losing and you're fighting a 4 versus 5, all you really need to do is get to the late game. You know, with the late game if they got to the late game, the Hebo's going to be able to 2-shot people, the Mercury's going to be able to 2-shot people, so you've really got to keep up the pressure. I have to admit, I hadn't actually had a Hercules game in a long while. You know, he is one of my gods that I have got to rank 10. I've only got about 4 or 5 at this point, so he is one of the ones that I really appreciate. Unfortunately, in this game, although we went 8 kills, 0 deaths and 8 assists, we didn't really have any really good plays that are positioned. Like, I mean, there was a few good plays with the Rock, but most of the Rock plays were really just good timing rather than good positioning. And that's like, I think good timing is also really important, because if you've got the skill to follow up the timing, or if you've got the timing to follow up the skill, then they work hand in hand. You can pretty much win games just with that. So we'll just cut quickly to the damage screen. And there we go. I think that's like 10k damage. That's like 4,000 damage more than anybody else on the enemy team, and a good, I think a bit on par with the Poseidon. I can't really see because it's just a tiny box in the corner. So anyway, it was a good game. Obviously can't complain at that. But saying that, we didn't really get. We had a few really good team fights, but because Bologna was a little bit cautious, it was hard to get the awesome plays when you're fighting some person 1 versus 1. Anyway guys, I hope you did like the gameplay, I hope you did like the video. Sorry I've been away for a while. I hope to really get back into things, but as always, like, comment and subscribe.